this video, we're going to be going through purchase ordering through ThunderPOS.net. We're going to be going through both creating a purchase order and receiving a purchase order, adding items to it, all of that. So to start with, you just go into the back office, you log into an account with permission to do purchase orders, and then you can access purchase orders right in the sidebar menu or along the top under store functions. So we could edit an existing one if we wanted to, or view one that had been closed. But for the moment, we're going to create a new one by just hitting this plus sign. You'll see that you can fill in the details of the purchase order. You do have to select your vendor here and the due date that you expect to receive it, but the rest of these are purely informational. So you can fill them out, but you are not required to fill them out. It's mostly just if filling them out will help you in the future with anything, then those fields are available for you to utilize. So if we create a purchase order, so we've got a purchase order here, we don't have any items on it yet. So we can add items by just scanning them. We could quick search for items here. So if we want a quick search for an item, and then just add it new, for example, we'll add one new here. You can also add items used to the purchase order if you have a supplier who can sell you used product. So that's one option, is the quick search. You can also do an advanced search, which is the full item search screen, which you can then add new and used from here as well. Note that because if you see how these items are links, you can actually click it and it will take you to that item so that you can then edit it. If we go back to the purchase order here, in the hamburger menu here, we can finalize the purchase order, we can delete the purchase order, we can get reports on it, we can import from a batch scanner. See our batch scanner video for details on that, but basically you take a file and load all of that in. You can also print labels for this purchase order. You can export it to Excel. Before we were to finalize, so right now we haven't received anything. Before you finalize, you're going to want to receive the product so it actually gets added to your inventory here. So right now, if we look at this top item, or this item that we ordered one new one of, if we take a look at it, we can see that we currently have one in stock new. If we were to receive all of these products, and then we give it a moment to finish receiving, you can see that we now have two in stock. So that actually adds it to inventory. And then, so receiving it immediately makes it available in the system, but we could still edit it at this point. But when you're finished with the purchase order, when you are done with it and you no longer wish to edit it further, then just go in to finalize it. And it will actually mark it closed so that you can no longer make changes to it. And we recommend doing this when you're finished with the purchase order. And you can see that it no longer allows us to edit it here. And then that one we just did here, we can see that instead of being able to edit it, you can just view it. So it's a very straightforward process of purchase ordering. You do have to have the items in your system, so you'll need to create them or bring them in from a vendor database as you go. But other than that, if you have any questions, reach out to us, and we'll be happy to help you out.